Hello, man with silly hat and beard here, and I would like to talk a bit today about how much I regret stretching my left earlobe. I got my left ear pierced when I was 13 years old, and me being the massive metalhead that I was, I thought it would be so cool if I stretched it. My mum said, "Oh, you're going to regret that when you're older." I was like, "Nah, mate, it'll be fine. It'll be cool. It'll be hip. I am never doing that again." So I stretched it to 12 millimeters when I was in school. If you're American, I know you use gauges. I don't know what that is in gauges. Do Americans use gauges? Use it to a point, don't they? Double O gauge. And it goes to inches? I don't know. I should have researched this a bit more. But anyway, stretched it to 12 millimeters when I was in school. And I had it in for several years. Had the flesh tunnel in for several years. And I thought it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I took it out and put a normal earring in, and it sort of healed back down to a sensible size. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to stretch it again. And this dynamic carried on for several years. And I'll insert a picture now of how big I stretched it to. I think in that picture that's about 18 mil, but I went up to about 20 millimeters. I think it was dead on 20 millimeters I stretched it to. And I had it there for about a year, I think. And I got bored of it. And I took it out, and I haven't stretched it since. And that was, hiccups, that was several years ago. And I really regret doing that. Really regret doing that, because it is now left at this size. And I think that's about 10 millimeters. I think that it stays at that size. And it just looks awful. I mean, how bad does that look? Not only does it look bad, like, look at my earrings. This one's up here where it should be. There was this meme that went around Facebook a couple of years ago that said, "I'll do many things, but admitting I'm cold to my mum when she told me to bring a coat is not one of them." And I feel like this can be used here. She told me not to stretch my ear lobe because I would regret it. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to regret it. It'll be fine. Over 10 years down the line, and now I regret it. It's just, and the thing is, I was looking on Google at piercing studios in my local area, or that are easy for me to travel to see if they could do some sort of earlobe repair or reconstruction. Because I know some piercing studios, they can do that. But of all the piercing studios I looked at that are easy for me to get to, none of them do it. So short of going down the plastic surgery route, which is really expensive, it's just under £500 just to fix this. I think I'm going to be left with it for, I've got no idea how long, rest of my life probably. So I just need to do a bit more research into piercing studios that near me that are easy for me to get to, because I can't drive, that can fix my earlobe, because I can't afford to pay £500 to fix it. So if you're watching this and you want to stretch your ears and your mum is like, you might regret that, listen to her, because you might regret it. Because I wish I'd listened to my mum. And yeah, I just massively regret doing that to my ear. Massively regret it. To the point where I don't really like seeing it in the mirror. Like when I'm looking in the mirror and I sort of catch a glance of it, I'm like, oh, look at that. But you're young, dumb, you do these things. I guess one good thing was I was never bullied for it. Like, there was this one kid at school, proper chavvy little guy. He tried to bully me about it. He was like, "Oh, why do you want a hole in your ear?" And I looked at him and I said, "Well, you've got your ears pierced." He was like, "Yeah, you've got holes in your ears." "No, I haven't." "You've got your ears pierced." Ah, the fabled earrings that stay in on hopes and dreams. So I guess if there's anything to take away from this, it's just really think before you do things. And think about how it will affect you in the future. Because I thought I would love this earlobe and just having it stretched massively. And now I really don't like looking at it in the mirror. So just think about it, and listen to your parents. They're older than you, so more often than not, they're wiser than you. They know what's best for you more than you do. That's something that I wish I'd done. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, that's much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you want to, no pressure, it's up to you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!